want to look at how outrageous this is. This character is starting off the list. How many times? 2, 4, 6, 8 times. 8 buffs. Oh boy. That he didn't even need any buffs like that, but alas, here we are. Man, I just don't get it. I mean, we're gonna definitely see, you know, people like what's his name, Batsu. We're gonna see speed kicks more. We're gonna see rest a lot more in, you know, top 16, top 8 finishes in majors whenever they, you know, decide to start back. But I don't know Ronin Luchador. Yeah, they decided to buff him, but you know, his 4-3, which was his I think it was an 11 frame punish or 12 frame punish. Second hit looks like it's got a damage increase to 14 from 12. The little crouch dash 3, which was his jumping roundhouse kick that he did as a wall combo ender. Yeah, that increased the lower range. So I guess if it was possible to crush it with something, that possibility has been taken out. Oh boy, Just Frame Skyrocket is completely safe now. Of course, you know, Jack or Gigas, Marduk, I guess, could punish it. But yeah, now no one can. So that's like a Gigas nerf right there, guys. Gigas got nerfed again, and look at this. He's not even on this list. It's not even on the list. He didn't get any buffs, but he got nerfed. Oh boy. Valrizing 4 for his 11 frame punish from crouch. Second hit got a damage buff from 13 to 16. Oh boy. Sidestep 4 increased the lower range. That was a low attack. I mean, whatever. I guess it may hit grounded more consistently now. I don't even know what his right stance down forward 3 is. Is that a homing move? Whatever it is, it's safe now. That's really good. Yeah, season 3 is kind of crazy. I won't say it's trash, Bobo Gemini. I'm not gonna say it's trash. It's just gonna be a process. Season 3 is a process that I have faith that they're gonna get it right eventually. I don't know how many more patches it's gonna take before that happens, but I think eventually it'll reach a point where it's kind of, you know, less crazy. But yeah, he got a lot of buffs. Back 2 from right stance, which was the little swing he had that was plus on block. Knockdown on counter hit, plus 4 on block now. Not even plus 2. I didn't even know it was plus 2, but yeah, it's legit. Right flamingo down 4. Wow, so that's the first hit of his hell sweep. That's the first hit of his hell sweep. Got a damage buff from 11 to 14. That's pretty significant. That's crazy. Yo,
thank you for considering my tweet about EU-friendly times. You're the champ.
Yo, 1000 boy, no problem, man. I intended to start a little earlier today, but you know, stuff happens. But anyways, yeah, it's hell sweep got a damage buff. What's up with this patch? Is this patch about the hell sweeps? Oh boy, Ling got some crazy buffs. Down 3-4. Now tail spins. It's a little low into a high roundhouse. Pretty much didn't have any use for that move, you know, until now. Now she's gonna be able to get some pretty swaggy conversions on some of her combos. Probably like standing 3. Maybe that'll be the easier go-to combo. Down back 4 got a buff. So a little standing low kick. Wow, 14 damage. Character with good lows already. Let's make a 14 damage low out of this. It's not, you know, it's not even negative 14, I don't think. Back 2-2, that's like a hit into a low hit. Wow, the second hit got a big damage increase, 5 more points. And looks like it knocks down on counter hit now. Interesting. Yo, Faceless Robot Man, thanks bro, 9 months. Yo, Ty Williams, I'm just going over this crazy list of notes. Yeah, Lane got some pretty good buffs. Back 3, it's actually plus on block. It's the kick that she turns around and kicks you. She goes into rain dance from it. Plus, so you gotta respect the mix. It's really gonna be a good setup for her raise drive. Alright, the 2 lows from crouch. You know, that same move from Art of Phoenix, same move. 13-13 instead of 10-10. Nice damage increase. Back turn 3, the little jumping mule kick or whatever. Made a little bit safer. Alright. Yo, the real JT, thanks bro. Extending that subscription. Yeah, we're extending it to see these extensive buffs. Boy, Ling was already godlike. Hwoarang was already godlike. Let's buff them further. Okay. See, at first I thought, you know, I saw someone on Twitter saying that her Rain Dance 4 had gotten safer, but I guess that's not the truth. It's actually Rain Dance 3. So Brian, 1 change, got a buff on his hatchet kick, the low attack that takes a lot of damage, knocks down on counter hit. 21-23, frame advantage +5. So I think what they want is for people to not be able to step him so easily after he hits the kick. So I'm certain that like his down forward too, the little quick elbow, 13 frames, I'm sure it'll probably like stop a lot of characters from sidestepping after getting hit by the hatchet kick. Okay, so Heihachi 1 change is Electric Wind God Fist, which is the same change for Kazuya and Devil Jin, as you can see right here, right here, right here. All 3 of them, the Electric Wind God Fist, 3 frames safer on whiff. Oh boy. What have they done? Hoo-wee, it's definitely reverting back to Tekken Tag 1 and Tekken 5 Dog Resurrection. The Electric Wind God Fist, they recovered extremely fast on those games. So it revert back to greatness. It's, you know, definitely the best move on the game, always has been, always will be, as long as it's plus on block and launches on contact, you know. But now it's what, more bester than the bestest. Man, Kazuya, okay, down back 4, increase the lower range of the attack. So I'm assuming that it hits grounded now. It didn't used to hit grounded on everybody. It'll only hit grounded on like Kuma or something. But now, increase the lower range of the attack. That's code for grounded. Yeah. So now he's got a real deal mix when you're grounded. You can go mid or low, you know, low risk. He doesn't have to, you know, risk anything. Hell Sweep, increase the moves track. And everyone in the world already knew about this, like earlier this morning. Everyone saw it Yo, Bobo Gemini, thanks for that sub, sir. Man, so I'm sure you guys seen like the video on Twitter floating around, like Kazuya doing a jab into Hell Sweep, and most characters, like 90% of the cast, can't step it, you know. So the move is almost homing. You know, some characters can still step his Hell Sweep and Devil Jin's Hell Sweep, but it's gonna be even harder. It was near impossible to step it in, you know, high level, you know, me and match. It was hard to do it, obviously, you know. Let's be real. And aesthetically, you know, it looks, you know, like it makes sense. Hell Sweeps, you know, he sweeps the whole area, so I mean, I guess it looks like it makes sense, but it's gonna suck for, you know, the movement of the game, the meta, and the matchup. You know, it's gonna be a lot harder to beat Mishima's now. Sans Heihachi, you see, he doesn't have the same Hell Sweep buff. I don't know why why they left him out of that equation, but yeah, Asuka, her sweep launcher slide 3-4. It has a, I guess it sucks you in once you get hit by it, because it's, you know, decreased distance between the character and opponent when the move hits. And her forward 2 into, well, forward 1 down forward, same distance, huh? Shorten the recovery time by 2 frames. It's a slight buff, 2+3, I don't know what that is. Is that the parry roundhouse? I think that's what that is. Yeah. Also, it's earlier, and she has a lot more frames to actually parry punches, so that move's gonna be a lot more usable now. Yeah, says to Sabaki. Alberto Jr. No, Leroy is he should be on this list. Yeah, he's got like a bug fixed an issue where hitting an opponent's back had them switch places. That's his, you know, 1,000 punches, but that's just a bug fix. That's nothing significant. You can call it a buff since it benefits him a little bit, but it's nothing serious. All right, down 1+2 for Asuka. Fixed an issue where mid-air damage different from ground damage. Reduced the strength of pushback, made it easier to land. Changed the time of crouching status from 15 to 10. So it's gonna be a lot more of a reliable high crush now. Yeah, something that, you know, I hate about the game is like certain, you know, moves that high crush getting hit by electrics, or, you know, Steve back ones, or, you know, magic fours and all that, when they're supposed to, you know, go down low and stop you. But yeah, that's a pretty meaningful buff for Asuka. All right, Raw Rising 1, easier to land. I don't know what that entails. Maybe I don't know. It's just a single hit. I would think like the second hit or something would get a buff. But yeah, here we go. Devil Jin, you know, same electric, you know, better whiff recovery, Hell Sweep tracking. Those are like 2 monumental buffs. Monumental buffs. So Devil Jin is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. Q-Dons is back pretty much. Knee, you know, that Devil Jin pick is, you know, still gonna be apparent. Naroma probably. All of the people who had him as like a side character, they're really gonna use him now. Because you don't have to worry about people whiff punishing electrics. I mean, they were kind of hard to whiff punish, but not as much, you know, as like previous Tekkens. But now it's like Tekken 5 back again. Oh boy, yo, Shadow, thanks for that sub, man. 13 months, just like show enough. But Wild Rising 2 reduced the strength of the pushback, made it easier to land. Maybe they don't fly as far when he uppercuts you. So yeah, that's pretty good buff. Lili, that's one of the characters that's like gray area for me, because man, I've forgotten time and time again that she is on the game and playable. Honestly, like, I even know Gigas is on the game more than I know Lili is on the game. Oh boy, I really do. But anyways, forward 3. This is probably, like, just looking at the these 4 changes she has, this is the biggest one. Change the move to tailspin when it lands as a counter hit. This is like probably her best move because she's always had, you know, historically had tracking issues. Historically, she's always had tracking issues, but in turn she was able to step everything too. But now, you know, it's gonna be problems trying to step her and swing, because now if she does her homing attack and you get counter hit, it's a 79 damage combo if you've got the execution. I saw someone posted on Twitter, pretty beefy damage combo with that. Down 1+2 made it easier to land, no pushback. Increase the range when successfully stopping the opponent's attack. I don't even know what that move is, but that's a buff if I ever saw one. Back 3+4. Oh, better frames. Okay, recovers 4 frames faster. Full circle forward 2. I know that's like the first hit of her 2-hit spin attack. Safe. First hit is safe. It's not unsafe anymore. Nice. When was the last time they changed faulty hitboxes? Yo, Kav, Panu, yeah, man. I wish that would be a change on here. That's something that would really benefit a lot of characters and hurt some of the like super good characters. Zafina, Cough, you know. Cough Alisa, you know. Cough Kazumi. Yeah, Dragunov. Anyways, speaking of Dragunov, down 3+4. Fixed an issue with the move's properties different from those of down 3. Okay. I don't know what those changes are. Someone in the chat enlighten me. I don't know what that is. But layout down forward 2, fix an issue where the distance from the opponent when the move hits was different from counter hits. I guess it's a buff. It benefits her a little bit. Okay, now here we go to some significant buffs. Here we go. 2, 4, 5 buffs. Alright, Nina, down back 2 doesn't automatically tailspin on counter hit anymore. What it does is the same crumple stun as King's gut punch. Or Kazuya's, you know, outstanding 2. So with that being said, she can get many hits before her tailspin. You know, she can do whatever the tailspin now, so she gets way more damage from that. Keep in mind that this is a mid with, like, it hits at range 3, it crushes highs, and is homing, and it's safe on block. So apparently it is a god move. It is officially a god move now. So yeah, Nina players rejoice. That's a super buff, you know. Super. It was already a god move, but now it's like super god move. Okay, back to her 12 frame slap. Homing now. 12 frame homing attack, just like Paul Phoenix. I don't know how many other characters have a 12 frame homing attack. I think those are the only 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. Down back 3 from +3 to +4 on block. Well, on hit. Yeah, from +3 to +4 on hit. Nice. Very, very nice. And her slide, core circle forward 3. Now crushes highs, you know, faster from 16 to 10. Nice. And sidestep forward was a nice little low. It was a counter hit launcher. It was launch punishable. but now it's not launch punishable. 1 frame makes all the difference. Boy, oh boy. What's going on, Armor King? You find it harder fighting Nina or Anna? It's, man, it's harder fighting Nina, most definitely. Especially now after these buffs. Wow. This sidestep 4 is a huge one. Down back 2 is huge. Back 2 is it's good, you know, it's a welcome buff, but she's buffed. That's nice. We're gonna see more Nina. I'm looking at Victim of Ritual. I'm looking at Shinblade. I'm looking at Only Practice Come Out of Retirement. All right, Akuma. Charge Hadouken, pretty much the red one, the fire one. From safe to unsafe. That's pretty big. From -9 to -12. That is huge. And from -1 on hit to -4. That's a really big nerf. Cause that was what, you know, that was like the move he would do to make stuff like while standing 2 or like down 3 a little bit safer, get a little bit of chip damage too. Even though there was an option to sidestep between it, you know, for certain characters, not everyone could do it. Now this here, this is a monumental nerf. Monumental. And honestly, I don't even think that they should have done that. I don't think this should have been nerfed like that. This was one of his only like reliable counter hit launchers, because the other ones are either slow or you have to, you know, come from crouch. I know it's while standing 3, the knee, it's a counter hit launcher. His back 2 is also a counter hit launcher in mid, but it has no range really. But this here, yeah, changed the move when it lands on counter hit. I saw a video, it forces crouch on counter hit. And that's it. It doesn't even knock down. Boy. Like I said, there was an agenda, guys. When they were making these notes, there was an agenda to make Mishimas great again. Yeah. MMGA. Even though they were already great, but you know, running the show type of great. Yeah, this is a huge nerf for Akuma. Huge. Alright, Lee, down back 3, got a damage buff. Okay, 15 damage. Decrease the distance between the character and opponent when it hits. Nice. So I guess it's gonna make it so that, you know, scumbags like Zafina can't just get hit and backdash and be out of the distance for its down 4-1. Nice. Alright, back 4, shorten the recovery time when it misses by 5 frames. What? That his back 4 already recovered really good. So now 5 frames. That he doesn't even need to go to Hitman stance now, it seems. He can just throw back 4 out as keep away. I think that's without Hitman, because if it would have included Hitman, it would have had another notation. So that's just a move by itself. But Hitman made sure it was, you know, extremely safer. Which, if it hit on counter hit, he was, you know, easily able to get a conversion for a full combo. All right, back 3+4. This is a big buff here. This is his power crush, the mid. That's kind of starts out as a high crush. Causes a wall bounce if it hits. This is a this is a big buff. That's a big buff. Man, he's always getting buffed, huh? Yeah, Fighting GM, Jody the Great, you guys are gonna wreck shop. Oh yeah, I'm your father. Yeah, him too. Alright, Punch Parry 4, the kick extension. Of course, the last patch they made it mid, so you couldn't escape it by ducking anymore. So if it hits him mid-air, it's gonna cause a tail spin. Okay, that's great. That's great. I don't know how you're gonna get that to happen, but yeah, that's cool. All right, Eddy, I don't know what either of those two moves are, up back one and up one. Is that the little up jump punch or whatever? What? I don't understand those changes. They differ from other characters, probably in a bad way. All right, his sliding, running low. Increase the range of the attack. It's a move from running. Why would it get, whatever. That's good, good for Eddy. All right, significant buffs here. Significant buffs. These three are huge. Miguel Rojo. All right, raise drive. Change the opponent's behavior on the second hit. It no longer automatically tail spins. What it does is a spin sort of like Yoshi's raise drive, sort of like Lee's raise drive, where you can get a tail spin after it hits. And if you do a tail spin before it hits, he can still continue a combo after it. So it's a real deal raise drive now. It's a combo starter. It's a combo extender now. It's been significantly buffed. I would say, you know, it's a long time coming. He did, you know, get a lot of damage from it initially, but it was super duper hard to do. But now it's been, you know, normalized so that anyone and everyone can, you know, get pretty good damage from his raise drive. All right, Savage Stance 1-4. Didn't use the natural combo, now it does. It's a high into a mid kick and it wall bounces. And it's safe on block. You know, it's -10 with pushback, so pretty much no one can punish it anyways. But yeah, that is a really big buff, because his 1-4 from Savage is kind of like a frame trap from this move here, Savage down back 3, the low kick. If he hits you with that and did 1-4, you know, you would get hit by the first hit if you tried to sidestep, but you could block the second hit. Now if you get hit trying to, you know, step, you're gonna get hit by both, and if a wall is nearby, you're bouncing. So that's a pretty big buff, you know, for Miguel. Oh boy, glaciating, yeah, glaciating, Fred distance, NYC Fab if he decides to play him again. I'm sure he probably will now. Gonna be thorns in everybody's sides. Man. Okay, Geese. Okay, these changes weren't on the first list, but I guess Wonky added it in. So his Deadly Rave got a damage nerf from 25 to 20. That's still a big chunk. Still a big chunk. And he got a pretty big damage nerf from the sweep during max mode. The low launcher after his palm, not even 20 damage is 15, so it's pretty nice. A 5-point difference. Back 1-2 from -7 to -12. I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense because most characters that have a back 1-2, the second hit is -12. Why would Geese be any different? You know, that's like, you know, Devil Jin, Kazuya King, Armor King. Paul, well, Paul's is a high, so you can duck it, but yeah, he's got a pretty big nerf. And they decrease the distance when it's blocked and make sure it gets punished. And it's only +1 on hit, down from +4. Crazy. And while standing 3, decrease the moves tracking. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that like a homing move? They took the homing capabilities off of it. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, it was a homing move and it launched on hit. I mean, it still does launch on hit, but now you can step it. So his crouch game got a pretty big nerf. Yeah, Geese and Akuma got some pretty big nerfs. Okay, Anna Williams. She's anything like Nina, she gets buffs, huh? I think Nina got 5 buffs and so did Anna. Interesting. So her 2-3, her 10 frame punish that goes into Chaos Judgment or whatever that stance is called. It's decrease the distance when it hits. So you're gonna have to eat the mix. Crazy. Down for her low, got a damage buff. Wow, 17 damage. That's pretty beefy. That's pretty beefy damage. That's 3 points weaker than King and Armor King's low drop kick that comes out in 50 frames. Wow. Alright, Chaos Judgment 3. So the mid kick, counter hit launcher. Change so the opponent is counted as being mid-air when counter hit. I don't know what that means, but because I know on counter hit it was a launch, you know. It's an unsafe kick, but they changed it. I guess that's some kind of a buff. That's a really good buff, but alright. So what's next? Wild Rising 3, pretty much the same as 2-3, you know, it's decrease the distance when it hits, so you're gonna eat the mix. Alright. Now the low sweep launcher, the low hand launcher that she's famous for, it's got another distance decrease on hit. I think they have done that same buff like every patch with Anna. I think that's been like the same buff. So now the move is gonna get you a full combo every distance. From range 1, 2, and 3, you're gonna get a combo regardless. I've even seen footage of it already. It looks ridiculous. It looks really ridiculous, but wow. Boy, oh boy. Pretty significant Anna buffs. That's probably gonna raise her up a tier. Alright, Lei, 1-1. Alright, got a distance decrease, you know, when the first hit is when the first hit is blocked? Okay, I guess maybe it had like whiffing issues or something on the second hit. But the second hit got a damage buff, 3 points stronger from 12 to 15. Alright, so low sweep into drunken stance. Okay, he can block 5 frames faster. Okay, so I guess that's, you know, pretty much when the move doesn't, you know, sweep them. When it hits at tip-top range, on it mashes out, he can block. That's cool. Or on whiff. Alright, Snake 4. Okay, a damage increase. That's pretty good. So Lei is getting some pretty good buffs. Not super significant as some of the other characters on this list, but definitely some good buffs. Alright, Dragon 3. Okay, got better frames, better damage. Real nice, okay. And of course Leroy with a, you know, nothing or whatever change. Alright, so that pretty much concludes all of the patch notes version 3.30. The biggest takeaways really, Hwoarang, Ling, the Mishimas, the Williams sisters, and Miguel. They're like super buffs, super duper buffs. But of course on the, you know, losing end of it is definitely the 2D characters, Geese and Akuma. Big nerfs. Yeah, that is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.